Love and Other Drugs and Bob Ross, a blog by Tara Jones. What is love? Can we make it work? Making love work. Love and work seem contradictory, like the pairing was stuck together by fridge magnets, by some drunken co-ed looking for a clever way to leave her mark. But sometimes love requires it to keep afloat. Work, not alcohol. Though I'm sure some couples will beg to differ. But I think work that doesn't focus on love is as pointless as it is misguided. You'll inevitably either get into a blowout argument over a stolen Tupperware you find under the couch but remain too proud to admit, or you call it quits when you realize that you both own the same all-jean ensemble, and out of self-loathing and respect need to walk away. The work that love requires, the willingness and appreciation of two parties, and true love requires that you're both able to see into the deepest part of each other, not looking for your own reflection in each other's eyes, but rather as two individuals facing the same direction, where you don't ask, what can they give me, but rather, what can I give them? And if you're lucky, you can do this with the ease of knowing they will consider the same. Yes, and that. In love, there's a feeling like you're in on the same joke. They can laugh at the discrepancies of life with you, knowing that you get it. They are a confidant to your crazy. If you're sharing, that is. I don't want to get too hallmark about this, and no, I don't want to talk about it. I'll cut you. But I've spent a lifetime building up barriers between myself and love, as if opening our hearts would create a black hole that would suck us through. I think you know what I mean. All the times we tried to force the puzzle pieces to fit that just didn't, or avoided the naturally developing puzzle to begin with. I guess what I'm realizing is that everything exists on its terms, whether we like it or not. The overwhelming power we give things over us is usually some form of resistance. Denial gives energy. Like wind-up toys or those monkeys with symbols. We play it out until it's gone or wind ourselves up again. All we can do is admit what it is and let go of what isn't. At least we'll have a zen expression as we get sucked out of the bow of a plane, which, if nothing else, is a hilarious visual for you on your couchmate to enjoy. The act of love is a leap of faith. To be vulnerable sort of goes against our survival instincts, and yet, without it, most of us have little to live for. Life lessons. Always a narrow split between the truth and a lie. Life is a tricky bitch, I swear. Sort of the crafty ex-girlfriend setting signposts and bear traps along your path. Letting someone go is another leap of faith. It's an act of trust not to panic at the fear of moving on and just letting the chips fall where they may. To know that the truth can exist with enough space to be recognized, that you exist even if they aren't yet there to remind you of it. This becomes harder with some people than others. There have been times where I felt more for a connection towards someone I met for a day rather than someone I've known for years. Where upon losing the person I knew for years, I didn't so much mourn them as get hungry, make a sandwich, and move on with my day. There are some people that, for better or worse, hold great meaning for us, sometimes terrifying us at the prospect of losing control. People who, perhaps even against your will, you may remember in your death montage you were promised, even if it's just as a flash, and in that remembered moment you will see the best of them. Because in the end, you cannot survive without love. Even hate requires a connection to exist. Bob Ross? What are you doing in my death montage? I didn't love you. No, I did. Alright, I did. Hey, I was secretly happy you were happy with those little trees. Me having a dead person argument with a public access superstar. I honestly don't know what the point of writing this was. Okay, well, bye. Love and Other Drugs and Bob Ross. A blog by Tara Jones.